Imagine your life hanging in the balance, on one word, not a speech, not a confession, a vegetable. Soldiers block the bridge between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Everyone stops. Workers, families, farmers, children. No one gets asked for papers. No one gets asked for money. A soldier raises a sprig of parsley and asks one question. What is this? If you say it in Spanish, with a rolled R,
Perejil.
you live. If you say it like Haitian Creole,
Pèsil.
you die. Most people think the cruelty ends with that test. It does not, because the man who ordered it gave one instruction that explains the whole plan. No guns, not once. This is the story of the Parsley Massacre. It happened in October 1937 along the Dominican borderlands and lasted for days. The exact death toll is debated. Many accounts center around 20,000. Some estimates go lower, some go higher. What matters is the method. A state turned language into a weapon. To understand why, you need the man at the center of it, Rafael Trujillo. He ruled the Dominican Republic as a dictator, full control, public loyalty, private fear. People called him the boss. Some called him the benefactor. Those names were not admiration. They were armor. Trujillo wanted the world to see a modern, European, white nation. He built that image with schools, uniforms, flags, and constant propaganda. But the image had a crack he could never accept. Trujillo was not the white symbol he sold. His family line included African roots. Accounts often note that one grandmother was Haitian. He hated that truth. He used pale makeup in public. He reshaped his family's story. He pursued an ideology known as Blanqueamiento, whitening. This was not private insecurity. It became policy. At the border, daily life ignored his propaganda. Haitian and Dominican families lived close together. People traded across the river. Many spoke Spanish and Haitian Creole. Marriages crossed the line. Work crossed the line. The border was not a wall in everyday life. To Trujillo, that reality was an insult. He looked at the borderlands and saw a problem to erase. He described Haitians as intruders, a stain, an invasion. He did not want shared space. He wanted a cleaner story. And in October 1937, he decided to force it. Early that month, Trujillo traveled to the border town of Dajabón. There was a celebration, speeches, drinks, a performance of power. At some point, he made a promise. I will fix this. Not a law, not a public decree, a threat. Days later, orders moved quietly through the army. Target Haitians living in the Dominican border region. Move fast. Make it look like something else. The order was secret. It was specific. Trujillo did not want a war. He wanted a purge, without the label. Then came the strangest instruction. Do not use guns. Use machetes. Use knives. Use bayonets. Here is why. Bullets sound like the state. Bullets bring attention. Bullets leave reports, casings, and witnesses who describe a military operation. Blades tell a different story. Blades fit rural life. Blades fit rumors. Blades fit the lie of neighbors fighting. Trujillo wanted deniability. He wanted headlines to read like chaos, not policy. He wanted diplomats to hear cattle thieves and local conflict, not government orders. So soldiers moved at night, roads closed, paths watched, villages sealed before people understood what was happening. They went house to house. They dragged people from beds. They cornered people in fields. Accounts describe indiscriminate killing. Men, women, children, and the elderly. Whole families vanished in hours. But the operation hit a practical problem. In the borderlands, you do not sort people by appearance. Skin tones overlap, families overlap, communities overlap. So the soldiers needed a shortcut, a fast test, one that worked under fear. They found one. This is the point where murder turns into procedure, a checkpoint, a question, a verdict. Soldiers used a shibboleth, a language trap, not because it was clever, because it was quick. Fear changes the body. Breath shortens, mouth dries, tongue stiffens. Under that pressure, muscle memory shows. A soldier pulls parsley from the ground and holds it inches from a face.
What is this?
In Spanish, Parsley is Perejil. In Haitian Creole, it is Pèsil. One sound decides everything. That rolled R is easy for many native Spanish speakers. For many native Haitian Creole speakers, it is harder, especially under terror, and terror was the point. People who lived on the border often spoke both languages. Some were born in the Dominican Republic. Some had papers. None of that protected them if their mouth betrayed them. Survivors describe parents hiding in the brush and drilling children on one word, not a prayer, not a lesson, a drill, Perejil. Again, Perejil. Because the next voice they heard might be a soldier asking a question, and there was no second chance. For days, bodies went into the Dajabón River. Witnesses later said there were so many bodies that the water choked. Locals described the river running red. The river had an older, violent name from colonial history. After 1937, the name felt earned again. Massacre River. In the north, bodies were thrown into the sea near Monte Cristi. People reported sharks swarming close to shore. Then the sound stopped. Silence has weight. Empty houses, unworked fields, missing neighbors no one dared to name. How many died? Estimates vary. Many accounts focus on around 20,000. Some estimates go lower, near 12,000. Others go higher, up to 35,000. The range exists for reasons. The killing spread through rural areas. Records were not created. Evidence was hidden. Uncertainty protected the killers. Trujillo denied it. He called it incidents. He blamed bandits. He blamed cattle thieves. But bodies do not stay hidden forever. Witnesses spoke. Diplomats pressed. Haiti demanded accountability. The United States pushed for an investigation. Trujillo shifted tactics from denial to payment. He agreed to pay Haiti $750,000. Then he paid less. Many sources cite $525,000 as the final amount delivered. Even that money did not reach most families. Corruption and power swallowed it. So, survivors were cheated twice. First by the blades, then by the settlement. If you do the math using 20,000 lives, it comes to about $26 per person, a number on paper replacing human beings. Why no guns? Because Trujillo was running two operations at once. One operation removed Haitians from the borderlands. The other operation protected his image. Blades helped sell a story of local violence. The language test did something even colder. It turned killing into an administration, a checkpoint, a question, a word, a verdict. No trial, no appeal, no proof. Not even birthplace mattered. Not even papers mattered. Only the mouth, a state reduced belonging to a sound. Trujillo stayed in power for years after 1937. Fear worked. Propaganda worked. Many outside governments tolerated him for their own reasons. He was assassinated in 1961. His death did not erase the scar. The border remained tense. Prejudice did not disappear. It shifted shape and found new phrases. And for families touched by 1937, the story did not end. It moved into memory, into warnings told at home, into a single word: today. People cross that same bridge again. Markets run. Trade continues. Daily life pushes forward. If you stand at the river, it looks ordinary. Water moving past stones, wind in the reeds. But the history is still there. Not in monuments, in what people remember, in what people avoid saying out loud. Now, picture the bridge one last time. A soldier, parsley in his hand. A question. What is this? Papers did not matter. Birthplace did not matter. One sound did. Perejil.